It's not many times that Steph Simon is seen by himself. He's usually surrounded by family, friends, and artists who are all looking to get a piece of his time. But in this rare moment, we see Steph Simon in his element, his head, the place he finds solace, the place he finds his raps, and the place he built the blueprint for DreamLand Festival 3.
So I'm here with Steph Simon, owner of DreamLand Festival. We're coming up on the second year of the DreamLand Festival. So I kind of want to get an interview with you and kind of, you know what I'm saying? Get a few questions. You know, you said?
Third year DreamLand.
Third year. Oh, wow.
Third year.
Third year. Put some respect on it.
That quick.
Facts.
That fast.
That's crazy. Third year.
What was the question? My bad.
What inspired you to start the DreamLand Festival and how has it evolved?
Well, DreamLand Festival was the evolution of, speak up a little bit. DreamLand Festival was the evolution, was evolved from World Culture Music Festival. So we had World Culture Music Festival 6 years in a row, and then coming out of COVID is when it transferred into DreamLand Festival. I just wanted to go official with a official festival brand name that we can use, and really not so much cater. I want to always cater to artists, but I wanted to build a product that served music lovers to come out. You know, because like World Culture Music Festival was so artist-based. I want like people to come here to see us now. Like I want to build something that where you want to drive to Tulsa or fly and be here for the weekend to experience what we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? Not just artists, but like just the Greenwood District in general. So that's really where that came from, where the change came from, and we already in the third year. So 9 years of a festival owner, 3 years DreamLand, 6 years World Culture Music Festival.
So you performed on some of these bigger festivals like South by Southwest.
Right.
How do you take some of those experiences and incorporate it into DreamLand Festival?
Man, so my first time going to South by Southwest was 2014. World Culture Music Festival, the first year was 2016. I learned a lot from visiting 6th Street at South by Southwest, you know, just how the venues were lined up, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, our arts district isn't as like saturated with bars and venues, but I felt like it was ours. On our scale, it was enough to pull that off with the Yeti, Sound Pony, Inner Circle. We used Canes. We worked with Vanguard, Captain Boys, Chimera. So it was enough on that street to pull it off, but that was my original vision. You always draw inspiration from somebody, and that was like the original blueprint to follow was me visiting and performing at South by Southwest in 2014. So I kind of just took that and made it Tulsa. It wasn't that many Austin rappers just on South by Southwest. It was everybody. So I just wanted to make it apparent to include people from the city and then bring people from other cities in to be a part of it. So we had Strip from DC and people from Texas and stuff like that, but it's always gonna be a Tulsa foundation for sure.
Yeah. So just speaking on that a little bit, you've run some really big name acts from Currency, Larry June, Russell blew up. I mean, some artists that have really just changed their trajectory after performing on your festival. But then you also have those kind of local artists performing. How do you balance picking, you know, between the bigger artists and also kind of the smaller artists still trying to get the recognition?
Man, it's really simple. I trust my taste in music and what I think people want and what I think people need to see, you know? So And we all congregate, me, you, the whole squad. We bounce artists anytime we feel. I get a lot of people from what Tulsa Lines post, this event, Ground Waves. But the goal is to like mix them with the big names so people can understand they're just as talented as the big name artists that we bring. So, and not only the big name artists that we bring, they represent an entrepreneurial spirit in their music, or they're like a DIY or independent artist in some sort on their own right. So these artists that I feel are emerging locally can like tap in and not, I mean, whether they get their information or not, at least follow how they move, because it helped me move as an independent artist. I learned a lot from Currency. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot from Larry June. I learned a lot from, you know, from Game Tie June, from bringing Game Tie June. So it's really like a certain type of pedigree artist that I bring and a certain type of artist locally that I put on. I'm like, hey, I think this person is dope if they just rapped in front of more people. Let me put them on DreamLand Festival. You know what I'm saying? So it's really no big crazy process. Like, I'll come to an event and I'll see somebody and I'll fall in love with their music and I want to see them on a big stage. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it goes. And I try to share the wealth. It's only so many slots, you know what I'm saying, that you can fill a show with to keep people engaged. But we ain't stopped, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody bearing with me, and we gonna keep trying to raise profiles out here.
So how do you deal with some of the backlash of artists who may not have been selected to be in the festival?
Bro, you really don't, because you know the backlash is just because they didn't get selected. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing personal against me. I think everybody wants to rap on this festival. It's the best show in Tulsa. Who don't want to rap on the biggest event in Tulsa? You know? So I would be upset, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's nothing personal. It ain't nothing to make me not want to do it no more, because I know why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I will get around to that person. Maybe I won't. But like, it's a product that I present. It's a great product. And it really only come from, like I said, like, I want to be on the best festival in the city. I'm upset if I'm not on the best festival. So that's a good problem. If it wasn't a great show and a great event, nobody would be mad if they didn't get on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I love when people are selected and they treat it like the biggest thing ever, because it is. And I love when people are upset because it's the biggest thing ever. It's like you gotta take both when you moving in this space. So it ain't nothing personal.
Yeah. I even seen kind of you. I always see you as like you've been very unselfish in years of putting. Sometimes you wouldn't even be on the festival.
Right.
How do you, I don't know, go forward now? Are you feeling like you want to be more selfish with it, with your music and your career?
Now that I'm like really focusing on me being an artist, and I have a festival, like, it's okay for me to headline my festival. You know, I sat out 2021 because it was just too much work to do it, and there was other artists I wanted to shine. I had a great year that year. I didn't need it, you know what I'm saying? So, but I take my rap career serious just like the next artist too, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay to build a house and live in it and present it as your house, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole performs at his festival. The Roots perform at the Roots Picnic. Tyler, the Creator, performs at his festival. It's no different than that. So it's okay, and I use it to help myself as well as others. Like, that ain't gonna ever stop.
Just going back to a little bit about what you said about the coronavirus and how, like, when the world shut down, how did this affect the festival?
Man, it affected the festival because the Currency year didn't really feel like year 5, because we did it as just a big show, and we did the best we could, but we didn't really present it as the festival, but we did pay him the festival rate, and we paid him for World Culture Music 5, and we did the work. You know what I'm saying? We all worked hard for that festival to happen, but the world shut down, and that was it. So once it opened back up, we brought him, because he followed through, you know what I'm saying, with the payment, but it didn't have that festival feel, and I thought that was gonna be the best one. Like, we had that ready to go, bro, the whole street. And but I still counted because we still followed through with the main stage of the show. So, and then we doubled back with Legacy Fest, World Culture Stage, and then the Game Tie June was all in the same, you know what I'm saying? September, May, and then June. It was 3 festivals in a row, which caught us up to, you know what I'm saying, where we at. So it was crazy. That was crazy.
Being a festival owner, what's some of the challenges that people don't see that you have to overcome in years past?
People don't think it's me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't think it's me putting this together. A lot of people treat it as I'm just a spokesman for this festival, and nah, I design this, I curate the lineups, I hire staff, I hire promotion, I'm in tune with the merch designs, everything from A to Z. And I have a great team and great supporters, great volunteers. Like, I pick the food trucks, like everything. I do all the meetings, raising the money for sponsorships, and I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest challenge. And sometimes I don't really want to let people know it's me, so I can just, you know, go about my day as a regular civilian in the city. But at the same time, people gotta respect the work. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work that needs to be respected and treated and gave grace to. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the balance, is like, how much do people need to know what I do behind the scenes, which is everything, and how much don't. You know what I'm saying? So when you see like the code switching of the captions and all that stuff, like, that's a lot of work to be on my own page talking how I talk, but trying to push a product to the masses a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So it's I've got better at it as I've got older, and certain things like don't matter to me anymore.
So if money was no object and you could throw the perfect festival, what do you feel like you would need, and what would you feel like it would look like?
It's gonna look like DreamLand 10.
Okay, that's hey, that's right around the corner.
DreamLand 2025, DreamLand 10th Annual Festival. I don't like calling it DreamLand 10 too much, because it's only the 4th Dreamland. But as a festival owner, it's gonna look like year 10.
Cool. How do you feel the festival has been as far as promoting Tulsa hip hop, or even Oklahoma hip hop in general?
How would you feel if you take these 10 years away from Tulsa? Where would we be? You know?
Yeah.
What would we be doing?
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I always look at it. Like, where would we be if it wasn't? And that was just 2016. Like, where would hip hop be? What would we have to look forward to? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would we be doing?
Yeah. So how do you measure success for the festival each year?
It hasn't made a lot of money. I end up owing a lot all the time. But I measure it by, like, when not even myself or another rapper, if that festival takes whoever is on the bill to the next level, That's how I measure success. And this year, it's not so much about bringing the biggest names. It's more so bringing people here that can see the festival and see the artists, faces in the crowd, from LA that I met, from Motown that I met, and seeing if they like somebody and want to pour into them. So if that happened, that's success to me.
Just talking about Tulsa's history and Dreamland, the name Dreamland, how do you keep some of those Tulsa roots incorporated inside of the festival?
Man, so everything from the diamonds, from Dick Rolling Diamonds on the flyer, to Dreamland, just the name Dreamland, from the Williams Dreamland Theater that was burnt down in the massacre, rebuilt, and then urban renewal tore it down to put a highway through Greenwood. So just keeping that legacy alive, and the Williams family for really like accepting the name change, you know? So I thought that was dope, and very appreciative, because everything I do is so Greenwood, Black Wall Street oriented. That's just what I live by. That's what my foundation, what my music stands on. And this is the dreamer city. This is the city of dreams. This is where dreams are made. In tech, music, art, like this is one of the most profound, creative cities in the world. And if that theater, which was built around film, which is why we have a film screening to honor that the first day of the festival every year. Who knows what we would be like? That would be our Kane's Ballroom or our House of Blues in film or in music or anything if it was still here today in 2026. And Kane's Ballroom has been here since the 20s. So, like, you see what that does for that community. So imagine if ours was still up. And that's just what I try to envision. And I just recreate it in a festival ambiance.
So do you feel like you'll, in the future, take Dreamland Festival on the road to other cities?
I want to bring it to whoever wants it, in all budgets and all facets. I can create this festival in any small amount to large amount. And if any city wants it, I will bring it there, and I'll bring Tulsa with us too. It won't just be me. I'll bring Tulsa artists, Tulsa vendors, Tulsa food trucks to intertwine and mix with their culture. So if it's LA, we bring in LA culture. If it's Kansas City, if it's Texas, we mix it. We bring in Dreamland in y'all city. And I work with anything. I can do this, and I've done it with no money. I've done it with some money. I've done it with large amounts. So I know how to scale it, and yeah, that's my goal after year 10 and beyond, is to mobilize the festival. Kind of like Rolling Loud mobilizes Memphis.
Just for these young artists who may get an opportunity to go on stage, what advice do you have for them if it's like their first festival? What advice would you give the young artists?
Man, my advice is to come out, even if you're not performing, to meet artists, to meet staff, to meet me, to meet the DJs, to meet the host. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a face in the crowd. My favorite part of looking back on these like photos, when I look back at the photos, I'll see somebody in the crowd that ends up on stage next year. And you know what I'm saying? So this is come out to experience it and have a good time. If you love music, if you love performance, and you love the art form, from artist to film to concert, this is where you need to be. This is the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, of music.
So what have been some of your most, memorable moments of the Dreamland Festival?
Man, it gotta be Larry June and La Russell. La Russell just giving us like an hour and 30 set, and then putting it out live where you can watch it, and you know what I'm saying, and also giving the festival revenue from the streaming that it does. Like, I thought that was amazing. And I think that's been the best performance. Rhapsody hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think 2022 was probably one of those years that I think everybody
Yeah, do you have any wild moments that you remember from the festival?
The tornado, man. 2019, we had a tornado. It blew everything away, and I had to go back to work and find a job because I lost a lot of money. That's why it's not in May anymore. It's in September.
Yeah. So, can you tell someone how much work you do put into this festival? Like, you know, the nights, the emails, the calls, you know, kind of describe some of that?
Yeah. It starts a year away. After the festival is over, I'm already looking at who I didn't put on this year that I missed. You know what I'm saying? Or where do I want it to be? What do I want to add? And I outline, I jot it down. I go over the budget. How much did I spend? How much did we lose? What could we improve on? You know what I'm saying? So it starts the day after, bro, because the year go by so fast. You get deep in, you are already 6 months away before you know it. So I start right after it's over. And it was so much work this year. We got to like 2 months in to where it was really time to like let people know. But I'm gonna do a better job at giving the world like 7 months to prepare because it's gonna be big.
Okay, can you give us a few like a little insight about this year? Any quick, you know, like spoilers we can get?
The special guest, y'all won't know who he is, but he's the one that signed us to Motown. He was on the Zoom call. He was the vice president of Motown at the time that signed us to Motown. And the special guest performer has the best on the radar performance that I've seen this year.
Okay, y'all get on y'all Googles for that one.
That's the spoilers.
Y'all get on y'all Googles for that one. For you, do you plan to have a moment in this festival coming up that's kind of like special or unique, just that's just for you only?
Ain't shit sweet, sugar free flows over beats. If you want a verse, pay the fee. No, it ain't that deep. Earn my stripes, earn my keep. Ran my city like Usain B. If you talking money, I'm like, ooh, they cheap. When they say him, I'm who they speak. When they need motion, I'm who they seek. When they say diamond, yep, that's me. I remember back when nobody took notice. Talking good game, niggas acting like they plugged in. Now they y'all cap, no AC adapter, they ain't no shit. I eat like a raptor, I'm beast molded. Maybe I'm a king now, feeling like a rose. All I really gotta do, never stay focused. I'm working with a couple lows, but I can't show it.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna show the city like the best performance set that the city's ever seen. We working real hard, man. Me and the Rollins, which is my band, best band I ever seen, and we're gonna give y'all the best performance that Tulsa's ever seen until next year. But for now, it'll be the best performance, and it won't even just be my performance. I think the main stage lineup is gonna be so quality that people are gonna be like woke up. So yeah.
Okay. For this festival, why should a person who's never been to any kind of festival at all, why should they come to this specific, the DreamLand Festival, this year specifically?
Because, man, this festival one is in the heart of Black Wall Street. This festival is designed to grow a thriving, creative ecosystem. So if you are wanting to find a way to support a cause that's going to create the next major music city, that's going to help so many black businesses. It's going to help so many entrepreneurs. It's going to help so many artists thrive. This is the festival that you want to invest in or pay tithes to or donate to, because the money going to this festival is going into a bigger cause of creating like this, bringing Black Wall Street back in a musical ecosystem. And that's everything is this way. And that's why you want to come to this festival. Yes, it's just music, it's just performances, it's local, but it's a purpose behind this. What your dollar is doing at this festival is going to a greater cause of making Black Wall Street great. You know what I'm saying?
So how can we help you?
Man, you come, you show up, you support, you shop with the vendors, you shop with the food trucks, you buy a drink, you get the merch, you do everything. You come out, you do everything. If you feel like this show was worth more than the free ticket entry, donate to it, give to it, because it's going to grow. One day it's going to bring in millions of dollars, and people are gonna say, I helped make this grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a space where I trust my vision. I know what I can do, and I know what I'm trying to do, and we right there. You know what I'm saying? We right there, and I just need everybody to like want to come visit this city and pour into it, because we need it. We invest in all these other Greenwoods and things in different places, but the Greenwood is where people need to come and spend their dollars. So, DreamLand Tulsa is the website. Visit DreamLand Tulsa, DreamLand Tulsa Instagram, and follow us, share it, come out November 9th, November 8th, November 9th, November 10th. And that's really it, man. We're gonna see y'all.
And are there any volunteer opportunities for you?
You can sign up for volunteers. We are accepting volunteers. We need volunteers. We need more vendors, so please sign up for sure.
Oh, man, appreciate you, man.
Thank you, bro. In the building. One of OD in the building on the boards. Jimmy Joe supposed to be on the boards, but he taking out. King Cut in the building. Downtown on the way. We made it all the way to the outro. I appreciate y'all for riding with me, man. This is Young Dickie Rowe. Steph Simon, Diamond. Yeah. Steady progressing while you sleeping. My pay increasing each and every season. My team leading, but I gotta stay composed. Walk up in the building like I've been there before. The game full of smoke. I got immune to it, find a way to breathe in it. Maneuver through it like a foggy evening. I'm still beasting, I never folded, I never faded. My table been prepared for me and I'm still eating. Made a lane and got it off the pavement. Real hustlers don't get the proper credit unless it's drug related. I stay squared, this revenge of the nerd. Came out of Diamond, man, it's crazy how life work. Kept it player, never changed up. Still jamming in the RD every Sunday at the record player.